What is going on, everybody? My name is Dylan Knostman and with Calf Kick Sports, and I am joined here today with PFL lightweight Clay Cassius or Cassius Clay Collard, excuse me, ahead of his
Thank you, thank you.
PFL season debut for the 2024 season. How are we doing today, man? How are we feeling?
I'm doing great, man. Feeling good.
Wonderful. So yeah, we can just jump right in. Obviously, coming off a trip to Saudi Arabia, took on AJ McKee over at the Bellator versus PFL Champion Series. Fight didn't go your way, but tell me a little bit about that trip to Saudi Arabia. Obviously, big new venture for the PFL going over there, and what was the experience like?
Yeah, it was a great. I mean, it's hard to be a great experience when you come back with a loss.
That's fair.
It always makes it tough. I would much rather fight in Vegas and only fly, 45 minutes instead of
Mhm.
spending that 16-hour plus, traveling. So, all in all, Saudi Arabia was very welcoming. The people were great. Uh, it was awesome to be on the card.
Mhm.
I feel like I kind of let everybody down, like the promotion and my coaches and myself, as far as the outcome of the fight. So that's a big bummer. But we got a pretty quick turnaround. I'm ready to get the bad taste out of my mouth and just get back on the winning column.
Absolutely. Well, you've always been a very good bounce back fighter during your career. Your next opponent you're taking on next Friday, Patricky Pitbull. Obviously, a lot of name value there. Long time Bellator, champion, high level fighter. What does it mean to be fighting one of the Pitbull brothers? Especially in your season debut after the merger.
Man, I don't care who it is. I'm great that it's great that it's a big name and it's a
Mhm.
guy like that. They say he likes to stand and throw down on the feet, so I'm excited about that. I'm excited
Yep.
to have a guy who's gonna, hopefully stand there and try to bang with me, try to
Mhm.
box with me a little bit. So I'm excited about that. I'm like I said, I'm just ready to get back in there after that loss. So
Absolutely. Yeah, well, coming off two pretty grapple heavy opponents with OAM and AJ McKee, it's going to be nice to have a guy willing to, get in the pocket and bang with you for a little bit. Back to back fight camps, sure, it's pretty difficult. It seems like you didn't have much of a break there. What do you like to do outside of the cage? Outside of training camp, to stay fresh, stay motivated. That isn't necessarily fighting, but relates to your overall MMA career.
Man, I'm a big outdoorsy guy, so where the snow's drying up,
Mhm.
I got a handful of snowboarding trips in.
Nice.
Um, Now that the snow's drying up, I might bust the kayaks out. Maybe start hiking a little bit.
Hmm.
Idaho's Idaho's a beautiful place to hike around. Maybe go camping.
Hmm.
Go pitch a tent somewhere in the woods.
Absolutely.
But climb a tree, see a tree, eat a leaf. Those are my instincts.
True Idaho man right there. Love to see it. Each time you fought to the PF in the PFL, each season you've come just a little bit closer and closer to that prize. Obviously, you've had some huge wins. Shane Burgos, obviously the one that comes to mind here. But what adjustments are you making for this coming season? Just thinking about maybe winning that ultimate prize of $1 million once and for all, and especially with the new Bellator fighters on the roster. What's kind of your mindset and game plan going into the next months?
Yeah, well, I feel like the tournament keeps getting tougher.
Hmm.
Especially with all these new signees, all these new Bellator guys. It definitely got my hands full. I have been, as of recently, putting a lot of work in my grappling game.
Hmm.
I just feel like most people see that as my weakness, and I'm tired of that shit.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm pretty well versed, well rounded, and I fought a handful of black belts that haven't got me. You know,
Yeah.
but as of recently, with the past two fights, I feel like that's been the disadvantage is me on the ground, and so
Hmm.
I have really been trying to fix that error. So I've been putting in work, in 3-4 different gyms, bouncing around, getting as much grappling as I can with as
Hmm.
high level dudes as I can find, and just adding more grappling, just more grappling, more grappling, more grappling. So the yeah, just the ground game. I'm just working on that, focusing on that, and we got a couple pretty good grapplers in the tournament, and I want them to be surprised when they try to get a hold of me and take me down and try to submit me, because
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
ain't nobody fucking with me on the feet. Pardon my language, but
No, nobody at all. I can agree with you there. I want to hear your three favorites. Let's hear your favorite fight in your MMA career. I'd like to hear your favorite fight in your boxing career. And I want to hear your favorite offensive combination striking.
all right, my favorite fight in my MMA career is probably early on. A lot of people would think it would be like Pettis or Stevens or Burgos or one of those guys, but it's actually a guy named Justin Buckles. I fought back in the day with Showdown Fights.
Mm-hmm.
It was for the 155-pound championship belt. I was 20 years old, and man, I think we won fight of the year that year. It was crazy fight, man.
Yeah.
Crazy fight. Went all 5 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
I still think that's my favorite. My favorite boxing match would probably be when I very first fought with Top Rank against Kaminsky.
Mm-hmm.
He was a big name and a lot of hype on him, and I was not supposed to win, and we ended up getting in there and piecing him up and getting it done. So,
Mm-hmm.
my favorite offensive combo lately, I've been loving the 2-1 and
Mm-hmm.
then drop into the liver.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been a fan of my left hook. I think it's one of my best punches.
Yeah.
Yeah. So right now, I'm thinking it's like 2-1, 1-2-1, dropping low.
Mm-hmm.
Dropping to the liver. So
Yeah. Well, from my perspective, your body shots, your left hook to the body, always been a couple of my favorite punches that you throw in your combination. So very excited to see you showcase that a little bit more coming up this Friday. Lastly, you talked about some of the Bellator fighters coming in the new season. Are there any names specifically that you would like to face, down the road? Anybody you got your
um,
eye on?
I think Mads Burnell would be a fun fight.
Hmm.
Um, we sparred a while back in when I was out in Vegas training at Extreme Couture for a little while, and he's tough,
Yeah.
and he's got a little bit of boxing, and so I think
Hmm.
I think that would be a fun fight. I think the one coming up against Patricky's an interesting matchup, with him on anybody that's willing to stand on the feet and try to beat me there is what I'm looking for,
Hmm.
because those are the fights that I think are fun. Those are the fights that put on shows for the fans. Those are the fights where I'm in my element. So
Hmm.
anybody that's willing to stand there and trade with me, man, and go fisticuffs. That's what I'm about.
Yep.
So
I love it. All right. Lastly, any shout outs, sponsors, anybody like that? Anything you'd like to wrap up with before you head out for Vegas this next week?
yeah, I got to give all my boys a shout out at 4-7 um, and Colossal Fight Gym, 1% Fitness for helping me get on weight. I got to give Dog Culture a shout out. Um, Nano Hydrate, Rockwell Watches, my boy Casey at Optimum Realty, and my boy Josie at Silver Lining. And then we got to give Dude Wipes a shout out as well.
Of
Shout out
course.
Dude Wipes.
Saw the new sponsor on your Instagram the other day. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, once again, thank you so much for taking time to join us today. Really excited to see you take on Patricky Pitbull next Friday, Las Vegas, PFL 2, Virgin Hotels and Casino, live on ESPN Plus. And yeah, excited to see you get after it this season, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.